Hi, beautiful people. It's with great pleasure that I welcome you to this episode of Talk to Be. It's Talk to Be, baby. In case you're watching for the first time, Talk to Be is a talk show where we talk to ourselves, we love up on one another, we share our experiences, what life has taught us, the challenges, and how we've been able to overcome, how we got our victories back. We talk about lifestyles. We bring people to share their experiences. And today will not be different because in the studio with me, I have somebody that is beautiful. One of my favorites, actually. Somebody that you will love to see. But before then, you'll have to do me a favor. I noticed that a lot of people that watches Talk to Be have not subscribed to this channel. So please do me that favor. Subscribe to my YouTube channel, Biola Adebayo. Click on the like button, comment, and share with your loved ones. You don't want your family members, your friends to miss this, okay? So, guys, please share with them, like, and comment. So, right, it's about time to introduce my guest. But before then, I would like for us to go on a break. We'll be back shortly. So, don't go away.
Talk to be.
Talk to be.
Talk to be. Talk to be.
Talk to be.
Talk to be.
Talk to me.
Talk to be.
Yeah, talk to me.
Come on.
Talk to be.
Talk to be.
Talk to me.
Talk to Be. Share your experience.
Thank you for staying tuned on the program. The show is Talk to Be. So it's time to unveil my guest. And of course, this lady that I have in the studio with me, she's an actor, a delectable actor. Actually, one of my favorites. She knows, and some of you knows, okay? You know, she's beautiful, a very good discipline. In the world of entertainment today, it's so difficult finding actors that are genuinely disciplined, that are delectable. So I have one of them here with me in the studio. Let's meet her together. Welcome with me, my beautiful Oyindamola Sunny. Hi, beauty.
Hi,
So happy to have you here. No, shame paro, am I lying? No, look at Enu ile. Look at the mouth of ground and Enu Oko, the mouth of Oko. Look at it. Am I lying? Oyindamola, you're beautiful.
Oh,
You're gorgeous.
thank you.
You're amazing.
Thank you.
Thank you for coming to the
Thank you for
program.
having me.
No, it's such a pleasure. How are you doing?
Very well.
Okay, so I know you, right? My viewers would like to know you. So tell us all about Oyindamola Sunny.
Okay. My name is Oyindamola Sunny. I'm an actor and a movie producer. Need I say more?
More, please go ahead.
Okay, I come from a family of 5. We're 3 girls. I'm the last born.
Oh,
I was born May 14th, so it's safe to say I'm Italian. What else do you need to know
the
about me?
school.
Okay, so I finished from the University of First Choice, University of Lagos.
First choice.
Yes,
I
I
know.
read the urban and regional planning. It's nothing relating to what I'm doing now. So, it's in the environmental field, and fortunately, I'm doing something different. I'm an actor, and I love what I'm doing.
Good. So, how did you find yourself in the world of acting? How did you get here? From environmental cleaning and from environmental region and
Yes.
something to
Acting.
acting world.
Yeah, so I started from church.
Church.
Yes, so I used to be in the I'm still in the drama group. So I'm in the drama group in my church, and So we're doing a stage play one time like that, and then somebody just walked up to me after this. It was a youth, and he said that he wanted to make me join all this funny upcoming
Okay.
at the
Like,
time. So he
okay.
said he wanted me to join him in a skit. I was very reluctant because I didn't even know that I would do acting. I didn't like it for myself. Because I
Real?
like actors, I like to watch them, I like to watch movies a lot. But I didn't know that I didn't see myself becoming an actor. So he just had to come and join him to one comedy skit. I said okay. So he forced me and I tried it reluctantly, and the outcome was very nice. That time Instagram wasn't raining, so I posted it on Facebook, and then the reviews, the turnout was very nice. I said okay, let's keep trying. So we kept doing the comedy skits and on and on and
With
on
the
until
same person.
the same person until a director located me. That's in the English industry, because I started with the English movies first, and then started using me, but not lead roles, like 5 scenes, 6 scenes, and all. Then
Who's the director?
Sisi,
Okay.
that's his name. And then so I met another director in the Yoruba industry that now saw me and started using me for Yoruba movies. And I think that that's what made my face come out. That's what brought me into the limelight, Yoruba movies. So, and that's Sunday Angela.
Okay. So Sonia Angela met you on a different note, or did he meet you on set, or he saw something you did?
Yeah, he saw something I did. He saw me acting.
Okay.
Yes,
Okay.
that's when he met me, and then he called me to come and act on his set, and as the thing started fully.
Fully. Okay, you've acted a little of English
Yeah.
and then Yoruba now, and Yoruba is really helping to bring you
Yeah.
out more. So, what would you say is the difference between us, or what can you say about the English part and the Yoruba part of Nollywood?
Okay, so firstly, I feel like the Yoruba movies are easy to watch. They're easily accessible because you have them on YouTube,
YouTube.
and which makes us have more fan base than the English most times.
Okay.
So you go on the streets and you notice that people recognize the Yoruba actors more than the English actors. That's because, but now it's now that we see that most English movies, so they put them on YouTube. Before it used to be more of TV and maybe app, all this Iroko app and all of that. So now they have YouTube. So but Yoruba films, they can always stream them on YouTube, and not every but the people selling pepper, people selling rice have Netflix and all of that. So Yoruba movies is something that is easily accessible. So I feel like in the Yoruba world, there's more film. It's easier to make film than the English.
Okay.
Yeah, and I think another thing I noticed is that is for upcomers, the English industry favors them more, because in the Yoruba
terms of-
industry, yeah, finance.
Oh, okay.
So in the Yoruba industry, for the upcomers, you don't really get paid.
Oh,
They're
yes.
just coming up.
Yes. Yes.
Which is, I won't blame them, because sometimes the money that we're using to shoot is not the same with the money the English people used to shoot. And so, but don't get me wrong, in the Yoruba industry, you can get paid high if you're a known face, and when you're with consistency, the more you keep doing it, the more money you make. Understand? We have top actors there that are making good money. But when you are just starting, it feels like you have to pay your dues. You have to.
That's right.
But in the English industry, most of the time, they don't even know all of those things. For the time that I was there, like that I was acting consistently there, I was getting paid even as an upcomer, because I wasn't even known at all. You understand? So at least I was getting paid, and you can tell from some other movies, is all these wakapas, they get paid. You understand? And so I think that's another aspect. But in the Yoruba industry, you get paid with time, consistency, when you start making your face known, registering your face. So I think those are the two differences that I've noticed.
Well, yeah, you're very right, because it's Yoruba actually helps you grow. Like you said, like you mentioned earlier, what you need more is to be more consistent. The more consistent you are, and the good thing about Yoruba is that it pushes your face out there,
Yeah.
especially when you know what you're doing. And once you're there, once you've registered your face so well, you will probably get more money than the other side, because
Yeah.
the thing is, the difference that I tell people, when some of this, when they call me, for instance, for Yoruba, for English, and I said, okay, I'm taking this amount. They say, oh, come work with me for a week, for instance. And I said, okay, I'm going to be charging this. Then I'll shout like, why? How? It's too
Mm.
much. But they don't pay as much in Yoruba, but they don't
Can you
know.
imagine?
This is what happens. Most of the top actors in Yoruba
Mm.
charges per day now,
Mm.
because we don't shoot for the, I'm talking about the everyday production, maybe
Mm.
for YouTube. There are some YouTube productions that takes you as much as 2 weeks or even
Mm-hmm.
more, if they are bigger projects, because we have some bigger projects
Yeah.
on YouTube as
This.
well.
Yeah.
So if it's an everyday shoot that takes you less than a week,
Week.
if it's more shoot that takes you 2 3 weeks. Now if you're shooting a bigger project in English and you're spending like a month, for instance, 4 weeks, 5 weeks, and then you're calling me, I that shoots maybe regular Yoruba movies
Mm.
for 6 days, 7 days,
Mm.
and I charge per day, and you're calling me for 3 weeks in
Mm.
English, the amount I'm going to call for you, you will
Wrong.
japa,
Yes.
and you now feel that
I'm charging. You're charging
yeah,
too much.
I'm not charging too much. So the most of the time, am I, if you're going to pay me, you will probably pay me more than if someone that does English regularly,
Yes.
because they are probably used to taking 2 weeks job
Mm.
for a so amount.
Amount.
By the time I calculate my own fee,
Mm.
my 2 weeks is actually more than my 1 week is actually more than what you're going to pay
Okay.
in a week. My a week is more than what you're going to pay that person in 2 weeks. So like I said, it's more of consistency,
Yes.
keep doing it. No,
Registering your
do you
face.
understand? The Bible says, whatever your hands find to do, do
Do
it
it
well.
well.
Just do it well, just continue to do it. If it's Yoruba that you find, the only difference is that we don't have so much budget yet
Mm-hmm.
for
Mm-hmm.
Yoruba. It's usually individual producers struggling to do movies in Yoruba. So if you have as much budget as we have in English, we'll probably do much more better.
Mm.
But even with the little resources, go on YouTube, see some movies, and then you still pay your actors, because we shall eat. All right. Now, if you're not acting at the moment, or like you are now, what do you think you'll be doing?
If I wasn't an actor,
Yes.
I'll be working on site. I'll be using my certificate to work.
To work, like what, where do you think, where do you see yourself working? You look like
A
some
planning
banker to me that will sit and say, excuse me, madam, hold on, and you'll be pressing your phone, you will not.
I like
I'm
pressing my
just
phone
kidding.
maybe a planning firm.
Okay, okay, wow. All right, let's go a little more personal. Is I know Oyindamola is not married. Is Oyindamola in a relationship, a serious relationship? Um, just us. Don't just my viewers. They want to know.
Yes, I
I,
am.
I know some guys are already eyeing. See this beauty.
I'm in a relationship, guys.
Okay, before I go a little more personal, how was growing up for you? How did you grow up?
Growing up for me wasn't all that rosy, but
You don't look like one.
thank God I don't look like what I've been through.
No, no.
Yes, a lot of people don't know. And
You
that's
don't
one
look
part
like
that I've not said. But I know that very soon, someday, I'm going to write a book or I'm going to shoot a movie and talk about that. So I will not give too much of it here.
But please
See
share
there,
with us.
but
That's why you're
yes,
here.
yes,
Actually,
yes.
we share experiences.
So, growing up for me wasn't all that rosy because I'm from, I won't say humble background, but I was not all that. It wasn't like I wasn't from a rich family. I wasn't born with silver spoon in my mouth. Yeah, but I don't look it, right? And I struggled, but my dad is somebody that's very keen on education. You know, he wants you to. It feels like education is the best asset any child can. It can never give a child,
Yourself.
and so he really was so keen on everybody must be. So we're all doing good. We're three girls, like I said earlier, and all of us were doing fine. All of us, to our next day, all of us are intelligent and brilliant. We were coming
Okay.
out with good grades. We tried his best. We didn't go to the best of schools, but the little we went to was,
Unilag,
yeah,
best. Say it again. Say it again. Let me
Unilag,
hear. Best.
the best of the very best.
Yo,
Oh, you went to Unilag too.
my
That's your
masters actually.
okay. Yeah,
Mm.
so went
You
to
can say you didn't go to private uni.
private
I understand, but saying not
university.
the best, I don't
Okay,
want to
yes.
hear
Oh,
it.
sorry. So that's what I meant. It wasn't like I went to all
Mm.
these private universities, but
Okay.
regardless, they say that kòkò dúdú ni
Inú ìkòkò
dúdú
dúdú ni
ni
ẹ̀kọ
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 ẹ̀kọ funfun
funfun
ti
ti ń
ń
jáde.
jáde.
Okay.
Pardon me, everybody.
Mhm.
So that's it. So we wasn't about my mom and dad together, and they're still together, and so we grew up. You know, everybody started at some point. My dad would say, "Your life is in your hands. He's done his part, and we expect that you run with the baton that is given to us." And so we're all doing fine. I went to Polytechnic before I went to University of Lagos. I went to Yaba College of Technology, the same course I read, Urban and Regional Planning. And then I went to University of Lagos. Here I am today, shooting movies, producing. I think I've done my ninth. This is like my ninth film that I shot.
Wow.
Yeah.
You're a big producer, a big one at that.
Let my movie come on Netflix first.
Don't worry, it's coming very soon.
Amen.
Okay, do you have an unforgettable experience? Something that you you can't forget, either good, bad, bitter, sweet. Like I said, sweet. Do you have an experience like that?
Yes, it's not even old, it's a recent something.
Okay.
And so it's that somebody very dear to me, I will not disclose what the person is, but but the few people that are close to me in my circle know what I'm talking about. So yeah, somebody very dear to me is going through a lot right now, like um how do I call it? It's not feeling fine. Yeah, so it wasn't easy for me because at the time I was shooting one of the biggest movies ever, my best movie yet.
Mm.
So I'm in Anikulapo, the
Okay.
series.
Serious.
And so that was the time that all of this was very severe and intense, where I
Okay.
was going through all of this. And it wasn't easy for me at all. But thank God for the director, Kunle Afolayan, and to the amazing production manager, Biola Adebayo. So they knew what I was going through. At some point, they gave me break. For the people that I was acting with, I was the least of actors that could owe them or say, "Oh, I'm not around for this reason." But my production manager really made it easy for me, and then the director, Mr. Kunle Afolayan. So he made it everything easy for me. So at sometimes they tell me, "Oh, you can go home to go and check up on your loved one, like in the hospital." And at some point, it got so bad that the person um his leg got amputated. Yeah, yeah, it was that bad. I was acting, I was shooting, and I don't
No,
know, I
wait.
wasn't.
A loved one's leg
Yes,
got
got
amputated.
Yes, and it didn't even end there. You know, if after the amputation, if everything ended there, you say, "Oh." So different things. It's not easy. It's like a trying time for me, but I'm grateful to God, and I'm grateful that at least we're done with the movie, and let's hope for the best. And then we did it. I don't want to be emotional.
I know, I understand. It's
Yeah,
okay.
so we're still on it, but we're hoping to God for speedy recovery, and
The person is sick,
yes,
got his leg amputated.
yes, and friends, it's not even easy. Not even something. If I start talking, we'll not even finish
Yes,
this talk.
do you think, what do you think is the cause? What led to that? Was it an accident for the
No, it
person?
wasn't. Firstly, it was misdiagnosis, and then
Misdiagnosis
yes,
from the hospital?
yes, from the first hospital. It was a private hospital actually, and we're spending money. I spent millions. It's not even easy at all. In fact, when I was acting, when I was an Anikula said they had to pay me earlier, and as I was acting, we were there for over 6 weeks, And then I was still acting, but my money had already finished spending the money. It's not like you know what you're when you're acting, you know when you're doing that, you're looking at one hair, I want to buy one dress.
Mm.
Every dime went to the hospital, and then I still kept acting, you know, and we were acting in the village, we were shooting in the village, and so we're spending money every week, about 500K every week, sometimes over that every week. And he's been in the hospital since May. And then, but we moved him to another hospital now. And so that's where we now knew what was actually wrong with him and said, oh, this person is diabetic. So we didn't even know. In fact, we sounded stupid to some of the doctors because they're like, how would you know that this person is diabetic? Because it's not like he's just started, you know. And the thing I got, it was so severe that they said there was nothing they could do. They had to save the person's life by losing the leg. So it's either we choose to save the leg and lose the life, or so the leg had to go. It was a trying time. It wasn't easy for anybody in my family, but what can we do?
What negligence?
In fact, a lot of people were saying we're supposed to sue them.
I was about to ask.
People, a lot, even the doctors in the other hospital were telling us that's wrong. Because when it was misdiagnosed, we didn't know. So we're still giving him, in fact, they were still giving him food that had salt, sugar, you know, at the hospital. Because maybe to them too, they don't know.
They don't know how.
They don't know, and they were collecting money. We spent millions. I don't even want to talk too much.
In Lagos.
Money in Lagos. So I think that's like the trying time for me. That's one I didn't even know. In fact, I went to a stage that I just see everything as when I hear that thing and say vanity upon vanity, I don't even know what it means. I'm at a stage where I'm living my life like you don't know what tomorrow is. Because if they, as at January, if anybody said that something like this will happen to somebody very dear to me, I would deny it. I'll argue that it's not possible. So it's something that you don't even know what tomorrow holds for you. So live your best life now. Live the life the way you want to live it and live it good. And then one thing I think I've come to realize is that the way you spend your early days is the way you spend it. So just make the best out of it. Don't over. It's good to save money. It's good to, but the truth is sometimes all of those things don't matter. That's the truth. Yeah, it's good to save. Oh, nobody should misquote me. It's good to save money, but the truth is for this person that save. Now all the money has gone to. So imagine the person had a lot of things the person wanted to do those times. The person didn't do it for okay, I'll do it one day. Now all the money too has gone to this.
So what
ailment.
you're saying is let's get that lesson right. That whatever you want to do it on time. Is it what you're saying?
Don't procrastinate.
Okay.
Don't procrastinate. Live your best life. You only live once.
Okay.
Try to make yourself happy. I know it's good to save. It's good to be prudent sometimes. You know, it's good to invest.
It's good to be prudent.
Yes,
always.
yes, yeah. Okay, always. And but the truth is, I've come to realize everything is vanity upon vanity. You know, life is beyond what we see. So just make the best out of it. Live a good life, because at the end of the day, everybody will go. It's just what you've done that will still be counting for the generation to come, you know. And so whatever you've done is what will start haunting you at the time that you can't stand up or you can't, you know. So let's live the best life and make the best of it and live a good name.
You think that thing that happened, that person's fault it has a fault in it? Do you think so? Maybe by the way he or she, as I know you've been saying, he has lived his life, or the kind of diet he's been having, or something. Do you think at any point?
Well, because we don't even really know this thing, you know, we just knew the person was diabetic and all of that. That one doesn't have a, no, doesn't partake to that. That's just medical issues. But there's some things like that, you know, in your youthful age, all those youthful exuberance like drinking and all of those things too were part of the initial cause, not for diabetes.
Okay, for some other things.
Yeah, so all those things. So sometimes don't just be overwhelmed with this youthful remember that it's just a face. It's different faces. Yeah. So if you dwell on that face as if there's no other face, it will affect you in the other face. So
wow.
You have to live, right?
I love that. I really, really love that. I think our youth needs to learn. There are other faces of life. don't dwell on this phase like there's not going to be tomorrow.
Tomorrow.
Yes, if you're taking so much alcohol, if you know how to take crack today, see, another phase is going to come. You're not going to be a youth forever. Yes. So what happens to your tomorrow? Honestly, I just think we need to sing this out. Do you know now it's already becoming a norm where people don't see anything wrong in abusing drugs? I did a movie Ashilo, and one of the reasons you saw it, one of the reasons I had to choose. It has gotten to a stage where in Nigeria of while we're growing up, I had a few friends that smokes, but they dare not. No, they won't even smoke it outside. They know you don't. I used to have a close friend that smoked, but because I don't, she doesn't want me to know. She doesn't want no, she knows, she knew I knew she was smoking, but she doesn't want me to see she was smoking. That was how much people were hiding it. Go to places, go to parties, go to, when we're shooting, the hotels that you go to and the poolside, you see teenagers with different things, weeds. Like I was even telling somebody, she said, like, is that bad? I just hope, I am praying that we would learn now before it gets too late. People are already in their 30s, they're already nursing things that they shouldn't be nursing because of drugs, because of things something that is avoidable. So please, this is one of the reasons we are here. If you're there, you're a youth, you're watching this program and you're on drugs, whatever kind of drugs. I know as little as it seems, it has a lot of names. Different names. I don't know what it's called. I shall know that there's Colorado, there is crack, there, whatever it is. Please, it's a good time for you to stop so as to enjoy your life in your old age or in your middle age. Please. That was something for me as well. Thank you. Like, a lot of people now say different things. So I'm going to ask of two things. One is, what is your own definition of gender equality? What's your own definition? Then, okay, let me ask that first before I ask the second question and I round up.
Well, so it depends on the context, but the truth is sometimes there's nothing like gender equality, especially when it comes to like marriage.
Okay.
But for like progress for the industry and all of that, yes, there's gender equality because I mean we see a lot of what the men are doing, like what Mr. Kunle Afolayan is doing, and that's like my mentor. Shout out to you.
Yeah.
We see
Afolayan, shout out.
yeah, so we see the women doing it too. See, like so Jadi Osibero, Kemi Adetiba, and all of them, they're doing it, and we have a lot of people, even Antifonke Akindele, a lot of people doing the same thing these men are doing, and so everything is the same thing now. So there's nothing that a man is doing that a woman cannot do. In fact, the saying what the man can do, a woman will do it better. So for those kind of things, yes, there's gender equality. Is just being even. There's no male, no female as to achieving anything you want to achieve in life. But when it comes to marriage, personally, it's my own.
Yeah.
I'm entitled to my own opinion.
Yeah.
So I feel like it is. It's not equal, whether you like it or not. Maybe because of how I was brought up.
Okay.
So I'm not used to saying that a man will ever be the head.
That's right.
Of the home. And then it's even in the Bible in Corinthians, it says, wife submit to your husband. And then it says, your husband love your wife as Christ loves the church. And so it's just you saying that when you say wife submit, it means that your husband is the leader, is the head. And so you are the one behind him. He's paving the way for you. He's leading and you follow.
Yeah.
And so if he doesn't lead right, then everything will go wrong.
There's a problem.
So, yes. So if that part was equal, anybody could have led. They will not put it that wife should be the one to submit to the husband. It could have been that, yeah. So for that aspect, yes, a man would. I'm not saying that there's a limit to what a wife should achieve as in marriage.
Oh,
I'm
of
just trying to
course.
say that the man is always the head. So the man must you must always respect your husband
Yeah.
and give honor to him and all of that. So
Okay, so that leads me to my second question. Now, social media has taught us a lot of things, and it's still teaching us. And one of the things that social media is teaching us is, especially shout out to all the Gen Zs out there. Okay, I have one here in the building. I'm just
okay.
using a thumbs up. God bless you. Okay, so now one of the things that is teaching us that some of us will not take, or of course there are some that you will have to do a review of, is marriage is overrated. Marriage is a scam. What's your take on that? I'm asking, I know you're single, you're single, but thank God you're in a beautiful relationship, and I pray it's going to end well by God's grace. Okay, so now what's your take on that?
Yeah, so for marriage is not overrated. Well, sometimes your partner determines that.
Okay.
So if you have a good partner, a God-fearing partner, a partner, because the truth is sometimes the flesh will fail you.
That's all.
You know, the flesh will make you do some kind of things, whether you are a man or you're a woman. But because you have the fear of God in you, you know that, oh, this is wrong to do. And so because of that, it will make you to be, it will help you to be disciplined. So for me, marriage isn't a scam. It's something that I want to. I crave it. I want it. I pray for it every time. And I know that a lot of people say there are marriages that are bad, but at the same time, there are a lot of marriages that you can use
That are
as
very
example.
good.
Like example is my mom and dad. They're still together for years, and they're still together. You
How
know,
long have they been married?
I don't even know, but for almost 40 years. Yes, almost 40 years. I think 40 years. Yes, yes, yes. 40
Beautiful
Yes,
to know.
yes. I'm proud of them. You know, I love
Wow.
them so much.
Mommy, Daddy, we are so proud of
We're
you.
proud of you. Thank you for paving the way.
Yeah.
So it's something I look forward to. It wasn't like I came from a home that they're separated. Yeah, even from those, I have friends that they come from that kind of home and they're doing well in their home now. So it's what you use your mouth to say. Sometimes there's power in manifestation. So for me, I say, I don't know about every other person, but my own marriage will work. So it's not overrated to me.
Mine will work.
You know,
That's what
and what I just noticed is that your partner can make you or break you. So you can either become a better person when you marry the right person, or you can be worse than you are. Because the Bible says in Mark 10:8, sorry, I'm not preaching, but
It's
it
okay.
says that and the two shall become
one.
Yes, they will no longer be two, but they become one
one
flesh.
flesh.
And so it simply means that you and somebody are cleaving together and becoming one. So if you are not, so it means that you can never come out of marriage the same way you went into. You can never be whole again because half of you have been deposited in another person.
I like that.
Yeah. So
Okay.
sometimes you have to be careful. Like the prayer I always pray to God every day is I don't want to marry wrongly. I want to marry right, and I want to marry the right person that will help me to bring out the sign in me, not somebody that will kill it. That's another thing.
Okay, so if you say that marriage, if you're coming out, you're not coming out as whole, and also I like your theory of for better or worse, right? But at what point do you think anybody should leave a marriage?
Domestic violence.
Okay.
Domestic violence, something that you should not even, because I also quick to say, because I have been in it. Yes, I'm a living testimony of it. Yes, not in marriage, of in a relationship. It was a serious.
Did they beat you for relationship?
Yes, it was a very strong one. Beating of blood coming out of man. I had
like as fine as you like this. One
like
man beated you. He beat and they beated your
yes,
face. Jesus.
Yes.
Are you
And so they didn't know in my family. Yes, because it was something that I wanted.
A relationship.
Yes, I've been in a violent relationship.
You didn't share that as an experience. Please tell us a little about that. Even
Yeah.
if it's, of course, you are out of it now,
Yes,
and then you must have learned. Please share it.
Yes, so I was in that relationship for years, over 5 years. Yeah. Yeah, then the beating didn't start the first, second, or third year. I think it started in the
I intentionally said beaten though, so that they will know that it's beating.
It started in like the 4th year. And it was just, yes, I know this person. The truth is, whether I like it, love leads to love. obsession sometimes.
Okay.
So I feel like the person was so much in love that I don't know. I mean, I don't even know how to explain it, but even me, too, I don't understand. That's the only, if they say that's the only fault I was seeing in that person. Every other thing was so perfect. In fact, that was something that I wish I was spending forever with, but for that reason. So domestic violence is not something we
What do
should.
you think was leading to your domestic violence at
Honestly,
them?
for me, it was just the person was always angry, and then some people would say, "Oh, it's Ondo and Ekiti people are." What
Ah,
kind of excuse is that? They say Ondo
ah,
and Ekiti people are
okay.
anger. They have anger issues.
Okay, 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 okay. I'm not going to say much about that, but
Mm,
for real, I think I have a little. I don't want to be tribalistic,
mm.
but I think the Ondo and Ekiti people
They're very
should,
temperamental.
yes, but they should watch this because it's already becoming like a normal.
No.
Somebody will be angry unnecessarily and say ọmọ Ondo ni mí, ọmọ Ondo ni mí, mi ò kí ń
Mm,
gbọ́ mi ò gbà, tí bá ti
mm.
bínú mo bínú
They
tán
feel like
nìyẹn.
they're very stubborn and they're like a lot
Proud,
of people say it.
yes.
Now, Ondo people, sorry to the Ondo people watching this,
But
but
yeah,
that's
I
just
know
the
there
truth.
are one or two that are not
They're
like
not
this.
like
At
that.
least I know two. Of course, I know about two, but it shouldn't be. What is going on? It's not really our culture.
Yeah, I don't know. So when a relationship or marriage gets to that point, please leave, please, because the truth is you have so much to you have the lot of destinies tied to you that are looking forward to you, looking up to you. So in case you don't know what God has for you in store, please don't even if you don't think of it, I think of the people that are looking up to you. So it's not a good thing at all because a slight mistake can lead to death. That's the truth. So I don't even advise people to go through that. Once it's domestic violence, it gets to a stage of eating each other, then there's no love anymore. So there's no point sitting in that kind of relationship or marriage.
Wow.
For me, it wasn't even easy for me to leave because the truth is that was the remember I said I wasn't from it's not like I came from a very rich family. So at the time I met this person, financially it was so nice to me, very caring person, and that was just the only. So it wasn't even easy to leave
To
because
live.
soy that I mean has introduced me to a lot of lifestyle that time that was always buying me gifts and all of that. So leaving was like, but that was not why I still stayed. I stayed for a while before I left. No, it wasn't easy. So it's not, but
You
you
say,
have to
and it was
leave.
going to hit you.
Because after the eating comes a lot of apology. I will not do it again. Remorsefulness. I will not do it again. Please, I don't know. And if you really like somebody, the truth is, you feel like, oh, it will change.
Forgive him.
And so it kept happening. And so fine, I couldn't take it again when it was almost the thing was almost taking my life. And so, I know the truth is, they didn't even know at home because I was in school. So
So who knew about it?
nobody, but maybe few friends. I don't really keep friends, but maybe just one or two people that knew me. It was after I left and I started talking about
Talking
it. In fact,
about
I
it.
did a movie with Unfortunate
Yeah.
about the film, My Home. Yeah, so it's not easy.
Mm.
I'm glad I'm out at it.
Yes. Thank God you're. Of course, you know better now. Nobody's going to try
I
that
can't
with
even
you.
make that mistake again.
Wow. Okay. Do you have a word or two for your fans out there?
Okay, so guys, you guys should keep being yourself. Pray to God because the truth is prayer is the master key, whether you like it or not. It can never be oversaid or overemphasized. Be humble. That you are there today doesn't mean you don't know what tomorrow holds for you, and that you are not there today doesn't mean you'll be there
For
tomorrow.
tomorrow.
And the truth, and then don't try to be like anybody. I'm not saying you shouldn't emulate good parts from people, but if you don't sell yourself, be yourself. That's your power. The moment you become somebody else, you lose your power to another thing. So be yourself always, and don't give up.
Mm. You as a Christian in the entertainment industry, a lot of people believe that the entertainment industry is an insane world of its own. So see you a Christian, a sane person in the world of insane people, so to say in quotes. So how have you been able to manage yourself? Are there challenges? Do you think it's a normal place? There's nothing that is insane about it. Of course there are. How have you been able to cope?
Well, for me, the truth is, it's not really, really hard like that. Because even when I started, I'm somebody that you will not just, the truth is, a lot, I granted an interview one time, and the person was saying that with the way you look, it's just funny that I don't see you in some films that they pray on the bed, all those things. You understand? The truth is, I don't know, but maybe they don't just, and it's not like I don't look it, maybe because physically you say, oh, fair, fine, or to an extent. I'm not to brag, but but it's not my thing. So when you look at my page or something, you can tell that it's not what I like to do. So you will not even, the truth is, when I'm in that kind of role, I know I'm an actor, but I can't give it my best shot. I don't know, it's just me, or maybe it's my own. So I'm not saying everybody should be like that. I don't know, I stand to be corrected. I'm just saying that that's me. So for me, it's not been hard because I really don't get all of these things actually. I'm not one that actually gets all of this.
You're talking about roles, actually.
Okay,
I'm not talking about roles alone. I'm talking about generally being able to keep yourself in the industry. Do you think it comes with its own challenges
it's not easy,
among people that have?
It's not easy at all because 80% of people are not in the same faith with
You don't share same belief.
Yes. So they don't. You guys have not of the same faith. So trying to sometimes you have to apply diplomacy because you cannot be over making it seem
And
like
it seems like you're pretending.
Kí ló ṣẹlẹ̀? Yeah, just
Ṣé wọ́n ń sọ̀rọ̀ ni? Ìwọ ṣe bí ẹni pé wọ́n ṣe jù wá lọ.
And the process of balancing, you don't want to offend God. You don't want to do something that is against your faith. So it's not easy at all, especially in the kind of industry that we are. It's not easy at all, but we move.
All right, guys. I'm sure you enjoyed an amazing time with the delectable Oyidamola Sunny. I'm very sure you've been able to learn one or two things today. Please put them in use. Put your life in a check. Check it sometimes. It's good to enjoy your life. Enjoy it. Live the moment. But at the same time, try and balance it up. Okay? So this is what I'll be saying goodbye on this episode of Talk to Be. Till I come your way very soon on this same channel. Please, if you have not subscribed to this YouTube channel, kindly do. Biola Adebayo, ENT. Share, like, and drop a comment on this page. I love you guys, and do not forget, in whatever thing you're doing, put God first, be determined, and stay focused. I'll see you at the top. Bye.
Talk to be.
Talk to be.
Talk to be. Talk to be.
Talk to be. Talk to be.
Talk to be.
Talk to be.
Yeah, you have to talk to be.
Come on.
Talk to be.
Talk to be.
Talk to be.
Talk to be. Share your experience.